who's got the greatest kids' animal videos in the whole wide world?
Hey, gang, it's me, Spin, your whirling world wanderer, and National Geographic's Really Wild Animals.
Each video is jam-packed full of animal action, so hang on tight, because you're in for a really wild ride. Really Wild Animals. It's fun, it's new, it's won so many awards, even the critics are roaring. The New York Times says, awe-inspiring. Leonard Maltin asks, what could be better? And Parents Magazine calls Really Wild Animals incredible.
This is the life.
See for yourself. No one knows animals like National Geographic, and they've made Really Wild Animals more fun than a barrel full of orangutans. There's exciting animation, fantastic live-action photography, and outrageous music videos.
It's Hound Dog time!
Hey dog, I wish I knew why you do those dog things you do. Picking up anything you can chew. Hey dog!
So stop monkeying around and get ready for National Geographic's Really Wild Animals. Kids' videos that have the whole world running wild.
Spin you later.
Now available from National Geographic Home Video.
3 alien sanitation engineers are accidentally launched into space, and they've just discovered the most amazing place they've ever seen, Earth. Join Captain Rip Rayon and his fearless crew as they go where no aliens have gone before. Exploring this strange and wonderful world, you'll discover weird facts about volcanoes, mummies, sharks, insects, wild weather, and more, all with the most entertaining guides on Earth. Every video is an all-new, all-alien adventure from National Geographic, because who knows the world better than we do?
And now, our feature presentation.
Hello. I'm delighted you're here. Call me Claudette. It's a frightfully dark night. The perfect time to tell a ghoulish tale. You may have heard that we black cats are bad luck. Or even that we're witches. Ridiculous. Why don't you stay a while and meet some of my frightful friends, the creatures of the night. They're a bizarre collection with gruesome reputations. Let me introduce you to them. They're just dying to meet you.
There are things out there, and they're moving around. Unfriendly visitors with eyes big and round. They're creepy little creatures, clever in their schemes. Don't get too close or they'll go to extremes. Be afraid, be very afraid. Those prowlers of the night have got you in their sight. Don't make a move, they're everywhere you turn. Beware of their eerie stare, and be afraid. Yes, it's a spooky world, living just above your head. They're hungry and they're thirsty, and they're hanging by a thread. And look out behind you, can you feel that critter's breath? Those teeth alone could scare you half to death. Be afraid, be very afraid. Those prowlers of the night have got you in their sight. Don't make a move, you don't know who you'll meet. Beware of their eerie stare. And be afraid, be very afraid. Be afraid. Be very afraid.
Ah, you've decided to stay. I'm so pleased. I knew you were no scaredy cat. There's a full moon tonight, and millions of my friends are coming your way. It's time for them to eat. Deep inside their caves, billions of bats are waking, preparing to slip into the night. Aren't they just adorable? Most of them will feast on insects, but some of them have a taste for one thing, and one thing only: fresh blood. Meet the vampire bat. At night, these mouse-sized creatures fly the skies, searching for the perfect victim. Any animal with warm blood will do. They land softly and silently, looking for a suitable place to bite. Their razor-sharp fangs painlessly slice through the skin so their victim doesn't feel a thing. Once the blood starts flowing, a special substance in the vampire's saliva keeps the red stream coming. When these bloodthirsty bats are full, they vanish into the night. Did you know that bats are the only mammals that fly? Without a broom, that is. Their wings are really webbed hands. A thin layer of skin stretches over their long, bony fingers. Ever wonder why bats are always hanging around? It's not because they're lazy. Their legs aren't made for walking, but they're perfect hooks. So bats have to do almost everything upside down. Eating, combing their fur, sleeping, even casting magic spells. But bats aren't the only creatures who haunt the night. Listen while I tell you about another character in my gallery of ghouls. It's on the prowl, hunting for a midnight meal. The giant tarantula. It's hairy and scary and big as your face. But a tarantula would much rather munch on a katydid than you. It pounces and sinks its fangs into the unfortunate insect. The tarantula sucks the juices right out of its victim's still squirming body. But not every spider hunts for its food. Some spiders stay home and wait for dinner to be delivered. They work at spinning their sticky webs, waiting until a visitor drops in for good. Others, like the net-casting spider, are masters of ambush. A small web is a deadly weapon. Oh my. Gotcha. Now, some spiders may be closer than you think. Let me spin you a story about a special spider. The legendary Black Widow. Now, this little Black Widow spider was all alone in the world, for she had eaten her husband for dinner. Why do you think they call her the Black Widow? Now, she decided to settle down and find the perfect place to hang her new web. Soon she had decorated the basket just right. A bit of web here, a bit of web there, just right for receiving guests. "Oh, dear," said the grasshopper. I seem to be stuck." "Oh, really?" said the widow. "I'm so glad you could join me. Let me make you something to eat." And in seconds, she had made a meal of the grasshopper. For the Black Widow's bite is pure poison. Next, she injected her victim with a liquid that turned his insides to mush. Then she slurped up her meal like a shake through a straw. But her feasting wasn't finished. Leftovers, anyone? But not everything this lovely lady touches has to die. This egg case is squirming with new life. She's laid more than 100 eggs, the next generation of 8-legged assassins. What a proud moment it was for a mom to see her tiny spiderlings ready to take off and make their own way in the world. And take off they did, by ballooning. Each baby released a trail of silk into the wind, and off they went to where? No one can say. Perhaps to your house. Ah, baby spiders spinning in the breeze. I just love the idea of poison in the air. Venom everywhere. But poison comes in many shapes and sizes. The night is filled with deliciously dangerous creatures. Ooh, don't you just love how snakes slither and slide? Who needs arms and legs when you can glide on a belly of scales? And that flickering forked tongue, oh, how ingenious! The snake actually smells with its tongue. And such a lovely smile. A snake always seems to be staring, but don't think it's being rude. It has no eyelids, so it can't blink, which means it never misses an opportunity to sink its fangs into its next victim, like a tasty rat. It's a hungry cobra on the hunt. In a flash, the cobra strikes. Now there's no escape. The venom goes to work instantly, paralyzing the rat. Fresh rodent, how delicious. But how to eat it? With no claws and no paws. The snake simply unhinges its jaws to open wide and gulps down the rat hole. I wouldn't mind a bite of that myself. I'd just kill for a midnight snack. The cobra has dined on a rat, and this viper is having no less than a bat. Scrumptious. Oh, someone else is on the move. There's only one animal that makes a sound like that. The rattlesnake. Its rattle warns enemies to stay away, or else. The rattler slithers along at a leisurely pace, looking for a likely meal. But if you get too close, beware. You could be next on the menu.
You may have heard that I'm a great big crawler. That much is true. And this fancy web I weave is for friends like you. The pleasure's all mine. Stick around, we can have a great time. You might get twisted, tangled, mangled. Oh, it's gonna be divine. The pleasure's all mine. Well, I keep curled up and cozy, but if you cross my path by chance, my camouflage means sabotage. I can do a deadly dance. The pleasure's all mine. Stick around, we can have a poisonous time. I'll be slithering, sliding, sideways gliding till we're entwined. Do you fear the way we appear? Do we send shivers up your spine? The pleasure's all mine. The pleasure's all mine. Hey! The pleasure's all mine. Look out! Nice to meet ya.
It's the bewitching hour, the dead of the night. My favorite time for fright. You see, my nighttime friends and I have special powers that help us rule the darkness, the secrets in our eyes. You can't see us, but we can see you. Yes, we can see in the dark. My hungry friends like this pack of hyenas have eyes that appear to glow. But things are rarely what they seem. You see, the creatures of the night have special eyes that catch even the faintest light and reflect it. That's the secret to seeing in the dark. These ghoulish gators move like phantoms in the night, always looking for a late-night dinner. So deliciously deceptive. The swamp is such an inviting place, filled with so many unexpected sights and sounds. As the sun sets, an eerie chorus begins. The singers are frogs. Ooh, what big eyes you have. So what's all this croaking about? The frog calls are designed to attract a mate, but courtship has its dangers. frog-eating bats know that when there's a call, there are fresh frog legs. What a pity. He croaked before his first date. The swamp is alive with danger. Even the most innocent-looking things, like a sundew plant, can turn deadly, as this inchworm is about to discover. Lured by the promise of a sweet snack, the inchworm instead encounters a treacherous ghoul. Its struggles trigger the sundew to spring a lethal trap. There's no way out. The carnivorous sundew will digest the inchworm alive. So, you don't believe in plants that eat animals? Well, then you probably don't believe in dragons either. But they're both real. Meet the Komodo dragon, the largest lizard in the world. A monster that's 10 feet long and weighs 300 pounds. This real-life dragon doesn't breathe fire to slay his prey. Instead, he uses a deadly drool, a thick, germ-filled spit that makes its bite infectious and lethal. When he's on the hunt, he uses his tongue the way a snake does to pick up the scent of food. The smell of a fresh kill brings dragons from all over the island. You see, dragons would rather fight than share. To the victor goes the gory prize. I just love a good food fight. Of course, ravenous reptiles come in all shapes and sizes. Yes, they are a curious cast of characters. Like snakes, some lizards don't have eyelids. So when it needs to blink, this gecko simply uses its tongue. It licks and licks and licks. And they call cats compulsive. Ah, lizards, those cold-blooded characters. There's no end to their trickery. When these frilled lizards feel threatened, they become masters of disguise. They open their mouths wide and flare out capes of skin in a frightening display of false bravado. But when it comes to creepy costumes, nothing tops the chameleon. Blending in with the background, this lizard silently stalks its prey. As it creeps along, it can see in all directions at once. Each eyeball moves independently, looking for a meal. Any insect will do, especially a praying mantis. It may look slow, but don't be fooled. This lizard is armed and dangerous. The chameleon can fire its long tongue with deadly accuracy. The secret is on the tip of the tongue. It's covered with a sticky substance that grabs the bug and won't let go. But enough of the chameleon's bag of tricks. Let me weave you a darker tale, something that goes with the moon and the night. Permit me the pleasure of a very short poem, a portrait of death in which I delight. Come with me to a faraway place, and I'll show you a creature that some fear to face. It's called the Ai. What a peculiar name, but it's not for their title that they earned their fame. Their eyes are like pools reflecting the moon, yet that's not why they're called agents of doom. There's a legend that says, if it points a finger your way, it will be less than a year till you see your last day. But there's a twist to this story told about the Ai. When that long finger strikes, it's the insects who die. So now you know. The Ai's finger spells death only for grubs, not for you. But sometimes truth really is stranger than fiction. Let me tell you a tale of death in a garden. The death of a shrew. But this shrew would not rest in peace. The body snatchers had come to steal it away. But these were no aliens from outer space. These grave robbers were beetles. Burying beetles. The brazen bugs had big plans for their booty. But first, they had to get it home. Like six-legged pallbearers on a grisly funeral march, they lay on their backs and walked the dearly departed forward. Once inside their burrow, they entombed the shrew forever. Then they set about preparing the body. First, shaving off all its fur, like any good mortician would do. Next, they covered the shrew with secretions to keep it fresh and tasty. But there was a method to their morbid madness. Soon, these grave robbers would have mouths to feed. Now the funeral parlor would become a nursery. Ah, what charming children. You see, burying beetle babies have quite attentive parents. Hearing her babies call out in hunger, Mother Beetle prepared a delectable dish. A few bites of shrew, partially digested, then served by regurgitation. Shrew Slurpee. What a gloriously ghoulish way to raise a family. Haven't you just loved meeting my friends? It's easy to get to know this ghastly group, if you only know where to look.
Tonight you've seen a world where creepy creatures dwell. How frightful and delightful are the stories that I tell. Anything can happen here, like a sudden disappearance of an unsuspecting passerby. It's all in the blink of an eye. Tonight these crawlers have made you rather tense. Isn't this a mysterious and a weird coincidence? That when I leap across the room, dark wings fly across the moon, or suddenly something slimy slithers by. It's all in the blink of an eye. I know every hiding place and every scary face. I give my tail a flick and a treat turns into trick. Haven't we had we've seen tonight. Sharing my secrets has been such a delight. Your evening's at an end, but mine has just begun, my friend. It's time to go, I really have to fly. It's all in the blink, things aren't always what you think. It's all in the blink of an eye.
Yes, the night is filled with creepy creatures that haunt the imagination. Just remember, things aren't always what you think.